Welcome to Sports Talk with Steve Jones, the daily talk show with the voice of Penn State football and men's basketball. You never know what special guest may stop on by any given day. Now here's the man of the hour, Mr. Steve Jones.
Hi.
Hey, yo. Welcome on into the show. If you notice, there's some new graphics up. This is Sports Talk with Steve Jones with, of course, the voice of Penn State football and men's basketball, Mr. Steve Jones, sponsored by Happy Valley Live and the Student Bookstore.
Happy Valley Live, huh?
We are sponsored.
Pat Romano.
And funnily enough, I went there a week and a half ago, and who did I run into before Michigan State game? Dick Girardi.
Yeah.
Analyst. How was he yesterday? Well,
he was great.
He was great. Penn State basketball was not so great, it seems.
Look, we handled the game right yesterday. They didn't play well, and we told everybody they didn't play well. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'll get to that in a second. It's something very important I want to start with. Mm-hmm. I've had the privilege of knowing Drew Allar and his family now for 4 years. And Drew threw his heart and soul into everything in this program. Everything. Became a leader. Even injured, showed up at practice every day looking to help. What can I do? Terry Smith has pointed it out many times. We know about the leaked audio that has come out of a couple different meetings. Drew was the victim of one of them where he was there speaking, and Drew wasn't even going to go to the meeting. He wasn't even going to go to the meeting. But you've had people that have accused him of leaking audio, but I believe it was the Pat Kraft meeting. Mm-hmm. I can tell you unequivocally, he did not. I'm going to tell you unequivocally, he did not. I'm not going to get into who, but he did not. When your reputation is getting trashed by people who have absolutely no idea what they are talking about, it's a disgrace. And I don't, as you know, I learned a long time ago that when people start establishing narratives, it's bad, and 9.5 times out of 10, they're wrong. This is one of them. Drew was going to go. Drew graduated this weekend. Mm-hmm. Nick Singleton graduated this weekend. Nolan Rucci, a whole bunch of guys graduated this weekend. Drew was one of them. Drew did not go across the stage to get his diploma. He's going to have it sent to him. Why? Because he didn't want to disrupt the ceremony.
That hurts. That makes me sad. That makes me legitimately sad. As someone walked across the stage 3 years ago, it was one of the most special moments. You don't think about it in the moment, but afterwards you're like, that was, I graduated college, and Drew graduated.
Yes.
That's incredible.
Yes.
And he deserves to have been able to walk across, but he made a decision because of what he knew would happen if he walked across, because of narratives, as you've said, that have been woven.
That are wrong. They are wrong, and they're being done by people who are portraying themselves in the media. Okay? This was not... For example, let's give it some examples here, and I'll leave some people out accidentally, so I apologize for that ahead of time. Yeah. But if a Mark Wogenrich or a Rich Scarcella or a Frank Bodani or a Bob Flounders or a Donnie Collins or a Mike Gross or a Neil Riddell, right, or like a Tyler Donahue or a Mark Brennan, and... who's the other guy from Penn Live? I can see his face. John McGonigal or John Sauber. Right? If they put the story out, it's a story. It's legit from a legitimate journalistic source. Nate Bauer, Sean Fitz, T. Frank Carr, Audrey Snyder, Ryan Snyder, Greg Pickle, people like that. I want to make sure. I'm trying not to leave people I truly, deeply respect out of this. If they put it out, it's legit. It's sourced. It's done by journalists who have standards. Instead, you've got people out there, throwing it out on Twitter or on a podcast or whatever. What are you doing? What are you doing? I am so disgusted by this. Drew Allar and his family are not good people. They're great people. They are great people. And this guy threw his heart and soul into this place for 4 years. Think about transferring? No. He worked every day to make himself better, make the team better. Okay. And guess what? As a starting quarterback, he did something nobody else in the history of this program's ever done. He guided a team into the college football playoff. Mm-hmm. And not only that, they won 2 of them. Okay? Second quarterback ever to guide Penn State into a Big Ten championship game. I mean, I don't understand what is wrong with certain people out there. All those great, respected journalists, and if I left any of you out there in the box, I absolutely apologize. This is not, all right? But, those are the long-time writers that I just think, hopefully I got all you guys in there, right? Because Mike Poorman, people like that, right? I don't want to leave people out, so I apologize if I have, an Ali Barubi, Todd Sadowski, right? Really good. But this is being put out by people who have no business putting it out, that are not legitimate journalists. And people are running with it. What's wrong with you? Okay? He absolutely did not. He's not the one that put it out there. And I sit there and people want to take shots. Okay. People take their shots. All right? But there's certain things, there's right and there's wrong. This is wrong. Right? I mean, when he doesn't want to walk across the stage to get his own diploma at a place he loves, because
he's put in 4 years of work in college. He put in 4 years in high school. He put in years in middle school. He graduated college, which is a humongous achievement, and you should be allowed to walk across stage. But he made the selfless decision to not, because of what the distraction would be, because of some of the narratives out there, which is the way the internet is today, which is a problem, where the first word out there is what people run with. So they see, oh, Drew Allar put it out there, it's got to be correct, because this is what I saw on the internet, and then all of a sudden 30 people post it. But as you've seen, and as I know you're not on social media, but as I've seen, there was not
become that obvious.
There was not any journalist out there posting this. Not a one.
Of course not.
I know,
because they're legitimate sources. But somebody has got to speak out against what is going on here. I'll do it. I have no problem doing it. They want to take a shot at me. Excuse me, over here, don't care.
Yeah.
Okay. Right? Okay. But you're wrong. And you need, if you have any self-respect, you need to apologize for doing it. If you have any self-respect, if you want to have respect from other people, all right? And again, the big time people that cover this program, they haven't done it. Why? Because they know it's not true. But somebody has to at least go out and say it is not true.
It's not.
All right? And it just isn't. And again, he had a chance when he got hurt. He had a chance to go to California.
He could have opted out. He basically could have been like,
right?
I'm out of here.
He had a chance to go to California, work out the whole thing, and he elected to stay here and help Trace, help Danny, help Ethan, help Liam, help Jack Lambert, right? Beckham Critson. He elected to stay here and do all that, help out Andy. He elected to do that because he loves Penn State so much. And for certain individuals to take that love away from him, it's just, I think, awful. Right? So I hope I was able to at least get that off my chest.
You were. Let's go backwards to yesterday.
No.
Yeah.
Thanks. By the way, just on the football front, just so everybody knows, I'll do a quick update on what the schedule is. They're leaving this afternoon.
Okay.
They practiced last night. They leave this afternoon. No practice today. They'll do a practice at Fordham tomorrow, a practice at Fordham on Wednesday. They are getting into Yankee Stadium on Thursday.
Okay, so they're able to get in early.
They will do a walkthrough. No cleats. No cleats. They'll do a walkthrough Christmas Day. It's not long, so don't think, oh my God, it's Christmas Day. What are we doing? No. The bus trip over is going to be about as long as the walkthrough. Okay? And they'll do a walkthrough in Yankee Stadium on Christmas Day. Then on Friday, back to Fordham for Fast Friday. Then the game is Saturday, and Penn State is wearing the blue jerseys. So
blue jerseys, the white collars.
Right. I guess it's the generations of greatness.
Yeah. And what was not greatness, this weekend, Penn State, the Nittany Lions, the men's basketball team, and Mike Rhodes were in Hershey. They took on the Pitt Panthers and lost 80-46. It has been a very up and down 3 games for the Nittany Lions.
Yes.
So they, of course, took on Indiana, lost by 40+. They take on Michigan State, could have won the game.
Yes.
They lose to the Spartans, and then they take on the Pitt Panthers and get the doors blown off.
I mean, they could not. It just one more quick thing. Drew Allar's a man of integrity. Integrity. I don't want to see his integrity tarnished. That's why I said what I said. Yeah. Okay. Now the game. So let me encapsulate what I think is that shows you how the key to the game yesterday. The first 8 minutes of the second half, Dick Girardi and I both felt that at some point all this hot shooting by Pitt that they were going to go through a cold streak. Well, doggone, what did they do to start the second half? 1 for 8. Now the door is open. You're down 20. This isn't great. But this shows you in the 8 minutes what happened. When a team is 1 for 8, and it's an 8-minute stretch, and you're okay, you should be able to, even if you're just shooting 45%, cut it down to maybe 5 or 6. Yeah. They got it to 12. They had the ball with a chance to get it to 10 or 9. But when a team is 1 for 8, and it's an 8-minute stretch, and you're just making a dent and making a dent and making a dent and making a dent, you're not doing enough offensively to make your defense pay off. And Penn State's interior defense was really good yesterday. But they didn't do anything offensively. They went for the entire first half. Only 2 guys had baskets, Caden Mingo and Freddie DeLeon. It wasn't until midway through the second half when Josh Reed got a basket that somebody else had a basket.
4 players scored. 4 players scored.
One of them was Justin Hauser, who came in the game late.
He made 5. He had 5 points.
He had 5 points in the game. He made a 2 and he made a 3. And it's just one of those, like, you go into the break and you're like, what the heck? Look, you cannot be. One thing I liked was that against Michigan State, and by the way, can I first point out the crowd in Hershey was phenomenal yesterday. They had over 8,000. Seats were filled left and right all over the place. And all those Penn State fans were there aching for them to do something because they would have jumped on behind them the same way the fans did in the Michigan State game. But so far they have played Providence, Indiana, Michigan State, Pitt. Those have been the 4 biggest names in their schedule to this point. They've lost all 4. Providence, they didn't play a great game. The physicality got to them, but they were only down 1 or 2 with about 3.5 minutes to go.
They were in the game,
right? You're like, okay, because I'm doing the Nebraska game, and then we're doing this is the pregame show. So in the pregame show, I was checking my phone, like, okay, not bad. Okay, hanging in there, and all of a sudden, boom, everything like went to heck in a handbasket. The Indiana game was bad from the outset. They went out and hit threes right away, and the same thing on yesterday in Hershey. They hit threes right away, and suddenly it's like, you're down 12-5, or 12-6, because you had one 3-point shot, got a 3-point play. Mingo had a 3-point play, and DeLeon hit a 3-point shot. So it's 12-6, like, okay. And then they just take off on you again. I mean, it's also something where weird things happen to this team. This is my 44th season doing Penn State basketball.
You've seen a lot.
So I've seen a lot of weird things. And after a while, you sit there and go, okay, what's going to happen today? So Achukwu goes out and has, 23 points? Or whatever the number was.
23 for Michigan State.
20, right.
It's career high.
He was 5 for 5. You want to know what he had against Oakland? 0. You're like, okay. Cialepa, Pitt, forward, Brisbane, Australia. 3 for 20 going into the game from 3.
Yep.
3 for 20.
And what did he shoot yesterday?
5 for 5.
5 of 6.
5 of 6. Oh, he finally missed
10 of 16 from the field. 5 of 6 from 3.
Now the 10 of 16, I understand. Okay, he's a big man. He's got a physical body. If he were to go to 10 of 16 from the field and they were all 2s, I'd be like, okay, that would not have. I would have gone, okay, well, a little bit better than the norm, but he's capable of that. How about that? But 5 of 6 and 3s for a guy that was 3 of 20, who was 1 for his last 10. You've got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. Like, weird things like that happen. I mean, now part of it is like, do you have to defend him better and so forth? But for goodness sakes, no offense, okay? But if I'm in charge of the defense, he's open for a reason.
Yeah,
I want him shooting the ball, and I'm sitting there going, okay, well, he shot the first one. I'm thinking, like, good. I'm like, oh, jeez, he got it. Then he shoots the next one. I said, and Dick and I look at each other like, here it is, another weird one. Here comes another weird one.
Well, I want to ask about this.
Corin's the key guy in that. Corin's the key guy in that whole offense. He had 9 points. If you were to tell me going into the game he would be held to 9 points, I'm thinking this is going to be some game down the stretch. Nope, not even close.
So I want to ask about this. At what point does it go from weird to a problem? Because Penn State right now is giving up 37.8% on opponent threes, which means they're shooting 38%, which is a good number for an NBA player to shoot.
It's a great player.
That's where they're shooting, because you have, of course, mentioned Ugochukwu, you mentioned Siopala, of course, Lamar Wilkerson.
Yeah, Cialepa. Now, Wilkerson, look, I mean, that, again, he was 4 of his last 15 coming into the game in threes.
And hit 10.
Right? Now, you were at the game. Okay? How deep were some of those shots?
They were 25 to 30 footers.
They were decently out there.
Yeah.
Right, but you've got to go out and get them.
You have
but
him.
But the other kid who was 6 of 31 for the season. Now he only took 2, but he made them both.
He made both at the start of the game.
You sit there and go, "What the heck?"
So you have all of these, and at what point does it go from coincidence to a problem? Because that's a genuine question.
Look, the whole game was a problem because look, let's start. Okay, let's start individually. Okay, Ivan Juric, I think, is going to be a good player here. He has shown flashes of it so far. I thought he played his backside off against Michigan State. He didn't play well against Indiana, and he didn't play well yesterday. Okay? He's got to cash it, get it out of his system, right? And he is going to be a good player. I have no issue with what his future looks like. Okay, Melly Tunch is slumping right now. Right, he's slumping, and I don't just mean shot wise. He's slumping with the game right now.
It's going faster than he is. Is how it feels just watching.
Just like he's He's fighting. For a guy that I think he is an incredibly talented player.
Mm-hmm.
He sees where all 9 chess pieces are. But right now, he's hit. I think it could be the physicality.
Mm-hmm.
And Pitt's not that physical, but they were physical enough yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
The physicality, because Melly does need the weight room.
Mm-hmm.
But he didn't get here till late August.
Mm-mm.
Then he got banged up in the preseason.
Yeah.
Missed some time, and has not had a chance, right? Because I think once he gets in the weight room,
Mm-hmm.
right, on a consistent basis, it's going to make a big difference. Like, boom, get off me,
Mm-hmm.
right? Right now, I think he's fighting a crisis of confidence.
Yeah.
Right, which is I did not expect from him.
Mm-hmm.
That's something I didn't expect from him. I always expected him to be a supremely confident player out there. I mean, Caden Mingo's a supremely confident player. All right. But I expected Melly to be the same way.
Mm-hmm. And
right now I feel like he's fighting a little bit of confidence right now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's an issue. Tibor comes in. I think Tibor is going to be a good player too.
Mm-hmm.
But he came in, not maybe in the best basketball shape. Then he got hurt in the preseason. But you see how powerfully built he is.
Mm-hmm.
I still say he has a chance. Maybe not, obviously not this year. But I think down the road he's going to be a 10-6 guy. 10 points, 6 rebounds. I think he's that kind of player. Games like yesterday make, they're all bad. Everybody ought to be fired. Good. It's like, okay, I understand you're mad.
So,
okay, I understand.
Yeah.
I understand. No, I understand the fans are mad.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they paid a lot of money to go see the game yesterday. I think they paid more to park. But they were handed a massive disappointment yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
So everything's bad. I got it. I understand that.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm explaining. Melly's fighting confidence right now.
Mm-hmm.
Tibor, I don't think he's fighting much of anything. He's just trying to get into the swing of the game. I think he's going to be fine.
Mm-hmm.
And Juric is just he's an 18-year-old kid.
Mm-hmm.
I think Tibor and Melly are both 19. Look,
Yeah,
and
but
they're adjusting to American basketball.
Mm-hmm.
Mingo knows how to play American basketball. It makes a big difference, right? I mean, Reed's been around, but he's got to give him a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Chiani has struggled. He's been fighting his confidence.
Yeah.
These are all things that they've been fighting right now. But they're going to get some time off. Mike's not going to bring them back until Friday night.
Mm-hmm.
Then they'll work the turkey and the stuffing out of them on Friday night.
Mm-hmm.
Then practice Saturday, Sunday. And they'll play 1 o'clock on Monday. Right, and then they get handed a beautiful hand in the Big Ten. They get to start with Illinois,
at the Palestra,
Michigan here, and then at Purdue.
Woof.
Okay,
Steve.
Here we go. You're gonna have to play him eventually anyway. So I'm just saying the order is like, you've got to be for this particular team. The team that made the NCAA tournament 3 years ago. I was like, so what? Go play them.
And we will talk more tomorrow about this team, about the college football playoff, about the Penn State Clemson Pinstripe Bowl. There's a lot to get to.
The college football playoff. I said what did I say on Friday? Neither one of those two teams should be in. You're playing for the national championship. Okay, Oregon scored the first 5 times they had the ball. Okay? Yeah. Tulane was never competitive in the game. This is for the national championship, which we'll get into tomorrow.
We'll get into all that tomorrow,
I'm telling you
Steve.
tomorrow, but I want to thank Happy Valley Live, and I want to thank the Student Bookstore for being our great sponsors.
Thank you for listening to Sports Talk with Steve Jones, a 7 Mountain Media production. Come back at 11 every weekday for analysis of the latest happening in the sports landscape. From college football to European soccer, Steve and Kyle cover it all.